through the matter, where all your dreams come true. He brings to life your favorite stories with a great big smile. You won't leave lonely, won't you start all reading? I just can't wait to be hearing. Good morning to you and welcome to Story Time. Thank you for joining me on this lovely, lovely day today. It is a little cloudy out here, but it is still so nice out. Thank you for joining in and welcome to Story Time. I hope you're well wherever you are, and I hope you're getting me loud and clear. Thank you so much for joining in. Another amazing book awaits, and today we will be reading Line and Scribble, and this one is written by DEBORA VOGRIG and illustrations by PIA Valentinis. And of course, we're reading this one with permission of Chronicle Books of San Francisco. Good morning to you and welcome. I hope you're ready for this wonderful story that we have for you today. And I hope you enjoyed and I hope you learned something from it. Good morning to you, and let me know where you're joining in and who is joining in with you today. Thank you for being here for Story Time. And glad to be here. Thank you so much. Happy Tuesday wherever you are. And if you're like me out here in Oakland, we're slowly getting back into in-person learning, and that will be happening for us beginning tomorrow. And yes, some people will be getting back next week as well. So thank you so much for joining in and welcome. I hope you're here together to enjoy a great story. I hope you're okay where you are. And of course, I hope you're staying cozy and ready for a good story, whether it's lunchtime or evening time where you are, or indeed if it is morning like it is here. Thank you for joining in. Hope you're enjoying this with a little snack to go with it. Thank you so much for joining in and welcome. Thank you. And of course, let us also remember too that April is Autism Awareness and Acceptance Month. So let us not forget. We'll keep reminding ourselves to make better decisions, do better things, so everybody indeed is comfortable in our communities. Thank you so much for joining in. All right, and let's see who is with us this morning. How are you doing? Good morning to you, Amanda Wortman Vadimir. How are you doing today? Baby Bia, how are you today? Thank you for joining in. And they say it's another sunny day in Seattle, and we're excited to see you all. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Excited to be here. Excited to see you as always. Baby Bia, thank you so much. Amanda, thank you. Absolutely loving it. And yes, I'm so jealous. It's not sunny here. It is going to be a little cold according to the weather, but it's still good enough it's okay to be outside, but I don't have the sun like you today, so I'm a bit jealous of that. Good morning to you, Terry, McLeod, Kastweka, and Abraham. Yes, indeed, it is cloudy out here in the Bay today. Thank you so much for joining in. How are you doing, Abraham? I am glad you're here. Second through the door, good morning to you. Betty Graydon out in Florida, good morning to you. Thank you for joining in Story Time. Thank you for being here. Good morning. Oh, and good morning to you, Amanda West, and of course, Sarah and Nathan out in cloudy Illinois. Well, you're like me today. Thank you so much for joining in. Good to see you here always, Sarah and Nathan, and of course, Amanda West. Thank you for joining in. Becky Coward, good morning to you. How are you doing? And of course, Raylan and Jersey, how are you doing out in Illinois? Good morning to you. Good to see you back. Good to see you here. Thank you for joining in. Raylan and Jersey, how are you doing today? Thank you so much for being here on Story Time with me today. Good morning to you. Who else is with us? Good morning to you, Ellen Edwards. And you're saying sunny Chicago. Well, enjoy it, Ellen. Thank you for being here and glad to be back. Oh, absolutely. We missed you. Totally missed you. Thank you so much for being here and for sharing what your weather is like. Thank you so much, Ellen. Good morning to you. Happy Tuesday from Natchitoches, Louisiana. Auntie Pam and, of course, Braylon, Kavaya, and Chad. Good morning to you. Welcome to Story Time. I hope you're ready for those lines and scribbles today. Line and scribble. And we'll be reading that one very shortly. Thank you so much for joining in. Good morning to you. Good morning to you. Good morning to you, Doreen. How are you doing? And El Salvador, how are you today? Thank you so much for joining in. El Salvador, welcome indeed to the show. Thank you. Thank you. Doreen, good morning to you. Thank you. All right, and good morning to you, Madelina Iron Tudor. How are you today? Good to see you back. Good to see you here. I hope you're having a good time out in San Francisco. Good morning to you, and all the way out in Zambia, Jonathan. How are you doing? And of course, good morning, good evening to you, Sally, and good evening to you, Daisy and Mapalo as well. Thank you for joining in Story Time. Good evening to you out in Lusaka. Thank you for being here. Absolutely love it. And good morning to you, Liana. How are you doing out in Bothell? And of course, you're joining in with Tori Gamble, and you say it's a beautiful sunny day. Well, enjoy it. Sounds like a beautiful sunny day out in the Northwest today. Enjoy it. Thank you for being here. Thank you for sharing that and for bringing your sunshine. Thank you so much. Miss Veda, yes, indeed. There's always time for a snack. You know I will talk your ear off. So go and grab your snack and get ready. We'll still be here. Good morning to you, Miss Veda. Thank you so much for joining in. Glad you're here. And I will see you very soon in class. Thank you so much for joining in. And that Jen Veda joining us right here in Oakland, of course. And Chavala Jere Yamikani, how are you doing today? Joining us. And you say, it's getting quite cold here in Lusaka. Well, please do get those jackets. Junior Brera Mwevantu, get ready. I know how it gets cold. So please do get ready. Bring those jackets out. Lusaka, you're enjoying your winter time. Thank you so much. Good morning to you. It's a good evening to you, Chavala Jere, and of course, Yamikani. Yes, indeed. Donald Onyango, how are you doing out in Minneapolis? Thank you so much. And you say from snowy Minneapolis. Well, thank you so much for joining in, Donald Onyango. And let us know who else is joining in with you, Donald. Thank you for being here and welcome to Story Time. That name sounds new to me. You are very welcome, and I hope to see you on many more Story Times together. Thank you for being here and good morning to you. We are going to get started with our story for today. And this one is Line and Scribble. And this one is written by DEBORA VOGRIG and illustrations by PIA Valentinis. And we're reading this one with permission of Chronicle Books of San Francisco. Welcome and enjoy. All right. Line and Scribble by DEBORA VOGRIG and illustrations by PIA Valentinis. And we're reading this one with permission of Chronicle Books of San Francisco. This is Line. There is Line. And this is Scribble. Which one are you making today? Line or Scribble? Line goes straight on her way. By plane or by train? Straight. Oh, Scribble wonders. Are you like Scribble or are you like Line? When Line digs a tunnel, Scribble takes a ride on a roller coaster. Oh. And if Line draws with a ruler, Scribble scribbles, zigzags, devises, dwells, and what else? And dreams. Oh. Scribble dreams. Line says, "Hey, Scribble, look at how straight my fur is." What does Scribble say? Well, and Scribble replies, "Hey, Line, look at how fluffy mine is. So Line elegantly combs her hair straight. Well, and Scribble curls hers with style. Then Line connects the stars in the sky, and Scribble shakes the leaves. If Line tightens the electrical wires, Scribble bursts into fireworks. Oh. So Line walks a tightrope. Then yells, "Look at that shot, Scribble!" Scribble responds, "Watch me dance." And Scribble twists and twirls, spins, dances, jiggles, and bounces. Oh. Line asks, "Do you want a breadstick?" And Scribble replies, "No, I want cotton candy." Oh. Line asks, "Can you drink with a straw?" And Scribble replies, "No, but I can make bubbles." So Line makes rain. What will Scribble make? Oh, and Scribble makes lightning. What else? And Line makes a downpour. Whoa. So Scribble makes whirlpools and whirlwinds. Oh. And Line makes the great flood. So Scribble makes tornadoes, gales, cyclones, and hurricanes. What a storm! That is quite the storm right there. Then Line wipes everything clean and says, "Hey, Scribble, look at how straight the horizon line is." What do you think Scribble says? And Scribble replies, "Well, almost straight." Oh, the end. Thank you so much for joining me on Story Time today. I hope you enjoyed that one. That was Line and Scribble. And this one is written by DEBORA VOGRIG and illustrations by PIA Valentinis. And we read it with permission of Chronicle Books of San Francisco. I hope you enjoyed that one. And yes, indeed, whether you're a Line or you're a Scribble, however you live, but you can see how they live in harmony together. And that's what's important. We're all different. We're all unique. but let us remember to be accommodating to others, to understand others, to try and understand others, and that way we can live together just like Line and Scribble in harmony, even though we are different. Thank you so much for joining in. I hope you enjoyed that one, and I hope you learned something from that too. Such a beautiful book, such a clever book indeed. Thank you for being here, and please do join me again tomorrow for more story time, and we will be reading Digging for Words, and this one is by Angela Burke Kunkel, and illustrations by Paola Escobar. Yes, indeed. So we'll be bringing you that story tomorrow, Digging for Words, the true story of Jose Alberto Gutierrez and the library he built. Yes, indeed. So do join in for that one and enjoy it with us. Thank you for joining me for story time today. I am glad you were here with me. I hope you enjoyed the book Line and Scribble. Thank you for being here. Let us see who else was with us. Oh, yes. And Marietta and Henry, good morning to you one more time. And say a little late, but we made it. You're on Zambian time. You are okay. Thank you for joining in. Glad you made it, and I hope you enjoyed that book. Thank you so much. And Terry McLeod and Abraham, you say Abraham really enjoyed this book. We'll be adding this one to our collection. Absolutely. I am glad. That's why Storytime is here, part of it, to share these books and put them on your radar. Thank you so much for joining in and for sharing that. Abraham, I am so glad that you like that book indeed. Thank you. Thank you. And one more time to you, Amanda, you say, I am a line, but I want to be a scribble. Oh, wow. Good to know. Good to know. Thank you for sharing. And baby Bia, thank you for sharing as well. Absolutely. I know I have so many tendencies, I feel like I am a lion indeed. I try to do things a certain way, but absolutely trying to understand others. Thank you. Jen Vetta, thank you for joining in and say, what a fun book. It makes me want to draw. Absolutely. Thank you for sharing that, Jen Vetta. And I'm glad you enjoyed it. Oh, and Pamela Courtney as well. You say, oh, the kinfolk really enjoyed this story. Lots of conversation going on. Of course, conservation should be happening as well. Lots of conversation going on. They want to ask if you think Line and Scribble were competing with each other. I think so. But I feel like as you get to the end of the book, you see them beginning to work a little more together, where it's like, well, I'll continue what you did. But definitely, I see that. I would say there was definitely some showing off going on there. It's like, look how fluffy my fur is. Look how straight mine is. Yeah, well, thank you so much for sharing that, Kabaya, Braylon, and Chad. Enjoy your conversation. I'm glad you enjoyed that book. Thank you for sharing that. And good morning to you as well, Omani, Lee, how are you doing? And Carrie and Karen joining us today as well out in Sacramento. Well, thank you for being here. Thank you for joining in Story Time. Glad you were here for that one, and I hope you enjoyed it. Please do check out for it. You can pre-order. It is coming out very soon, but also you can find it at your local libraries once it's out, and also do check out links on where you can find it if you're able. But absolutely a great book indeed, one that inspires. Like Jen Vetta was saying, makes her want to draw, and all those conversations that are happening as well. Signs of a good book. Thank you so much for joining me on Storytime today. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you again tomorrow with another amazing story. And like I said, we will be reading Digging for Words. Yes, we're reminding ourselves of some of those beautiful things that we do in in-person school, and one of them is digging for words in our books, digging for words in our libraries. Jen Vetta can relate to that, and we're talking about a library that was formed, a very special library that was made out in Bogota, Colombia, by a very special man indeed, Jose Alberto Gutierrez. Find out how he did it and see if you can be inspired as well. Thank you so much for joining me on Story Time today. I am glad you were here joining me today for Story Time, and I hope you enjoyed our book. Please have yourselves a beautiful day wherever you are. Thank you so much. If you're in Sacramento, you're in Illinois, you're in Seattle, or you're in San Leandro, Oakland, wherever you are today, in Zambia and Lusaka, I wish you the very best. Please have yourselves a beautiful, beautiful day and keep smiling. If it's late, like in Zambia, have yourselves a good evening. Thank you for being here with me. Much love from me as always. Hugs and kisses. And please, as the world, so many things are happening in the world, let us spare a thought for those that are affected. And of course, let us make our voices heard. Let us be out there and make sure that we are pushing so that this world is a better place, not just for you, but for everybody else that is living in it with us as well. Thank you so much for joining in. And please, please do find your loved ones. And if you can, if you're able, give them that hug. Let them know that you love them. And I wish you the very best today. Thank you for being here, for giving me the warmth today. And I hope to share that right back with you. Thank you for being here. Please have yourselves a beautiful day. And I will see you again tomorrow with more story time. Bye-bye.
Story time. Story time with Mr. Lamada. He will be starting soon. Story time with Mr. Lamada, where all your dreams come true. He brings to life your favorite stories with a great big smile. You won't live lonely, won't you start all the reading? We just can't wait to hear it. Brings to life your favorite stories with a great big smile. You won't live lonely, won't you start all the reading? We just can't wait to hear